Okay, David?
David Moore, Dallas Morning News. Before we start with the game tonight, can you just go with Trey Lance, his acquisition, and your thoughts on him and how you see him fitting in?
You know, excited about the acquisition. Obviously, I think anytime you have an opportunity to, really just trust your, personnel grades. Obviously, he's a young man that was highly sought of, in all organizations, no different than ours. So, the timing of it is tough, and that's where I'd really like to shift gears here because I can't tell you how proud I am of Will Greer and the team, just the way they played tonight. But yeah, I think he gets in town maybe tomorrow or Monday. I'm not, that hasn't been finalized, or I haven't seen the itinerary yet. So, but excited to have him part of it. He's coming to a damn good football team, a great locker room, and an outstanding quarterback room.
Clarence Hill for Star Telegram. I do want to ask you about your career and just talk about Will Greer and just the professionalism in a tough moment and the way he played tonight.
Yeah, definitely. That was it's tough all the way around. We all we phrase it where this is a business, but when I got the phone call, when I hung the phone up, I called Will immediately, and that's tough. And I thought he handled it very well, and I just asked him to go out there and play your ass off tonight. It's a great opportunity, and just the way the team rallied around him, at the walkthroughs and when we worked at the Star before he came out here this evening, and you could see right away, he was using his feet. Threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for 2 touchdowns. We scored. We're tempted to score in every possession, and ran the clock out. So that is by far. I was trying to think of it walking over here, but for a preseason quarterback performance, that might be the best performance I've seen since probably 1999. Matt Hasselbeck had some of these, but I just so proud of him, and and a lot of guys had good games tonight too. Some guys that really stepped up with their opportunity tonight. Hunter, I thought he played well. Malik played well. T. Billy. He had good football all the way through there, and that's what this was all about. Our young players improved from week 1 to week 2 to week 3. So, and that's that's a plan that's well executed by our players, and I'm very proud of them. And this is probably the worst 72 hours of the job. So, and that's what's in front of us.
Go ahead. Flipping back to Lance just for a minute. What was your opinion of him going into the draft, and how does what happened in San Francisco impact what you thought of him?
Well, I just think like all these decisions, there's history, there's evaluation, and there's value that you place on it, and all the feedback was extremely positive. So, and then also when you do get in these spots, especially for a player as young as he is, I think it's important to trust your grades, trust your evaluation process.
Mike, Sadis with The Athletic. We've talked a lot about you calling plays this year. What did you make of Dak Prescott's play calling today?
Oh, I thought Dak was outstanding. Something we talked about probably Monday. Something I really wanted him to do this, and he jumped all over the opportunity, which I thought was important because there's some preparation that goes into it. And he had 2 big practices Tuesday, Wednesday. So really his prep really started on Thursday. But him and Will were ready to go tonight. That was clear, and I thought he did great. I thought he did a great job. So, it's a phenomenal experience for a quarterback to do that. So I'm glad he did it.
That preparation, is that with you, with Brian Schottenheimer, with both? How does that work?
Really more in the quarterback room. The offensive staff put the game plan together. So, but yeah, just getting ready to call the game, and because we don't really know what they're going to run. It's a preseason game, but once you get into the flow of it and you can see how they're going to play, and I thought he did a nice job adjusting and really kept us in clean calls. But Will was in great command tonight, great command. Excuse me. So he made a number of run game checks, kept us in clean plays, distributed ball, and I love the third down call because we had a chance to talk about it on the sideline. He asked for the same play last week that he had last week in Seattle. So he wanted redemption on it, and he banged the 7 right to T. Billy. So statement throw.
Mike, Elwin Henderson, Gilmer Mirror. Talk about Lemke and the job he did to run the ball tonight.
Yeah, Lemke was, really impressive. We did some little things just to fit his run style, and I thought he really delivered. And he was excellent out of the backfield too. Malik Davis ran hard too. So man, those 2 young backs were outstanding tonight. And and really, like anything, it starts with the offensive line. We lost Josh Ball early, but I thought Brock had him ready to play. And I thought the line played with a lot of fire. I'm excited to see the video. It looked like we were bending them back at times. So, like I said, I thought our players, our young players, weeks 1, 2, and 3 improved every week, and that was a great way to finish the preseason.
Mike, was it kind of a good exercise, the role reversal with you and Dak tonight? I mean, you're both kind of getting on the same page as play caller, quarterback, and just to kind of reverse the roles and I mean, was he kind of calling it the way you would? Did you
No, to be honest with you, I did it, David, to keep his head. I wanted his totally in the game, and whether he realized it or not, our post practice. I don't know if you guys stayed out there for this in Oxnard, but we had post practice periods where we would walk the field and call the 2-minute. So the last 2 weeks there, I had both him and Cooper calling it. So he didn't know at the time, but I was preparing him for this because I really wanted him to take this opportunity. So it was his first time, and like I said, I thought he was outstanding.
How does that help him master this offense? And we've been talking about that.
Yeah, it's trips to the plate. It's attempts to the plate. I mean, what analogy are you looking for? You just, the emotional, mental, rehearsal, and just being in it is so important. And I could tell you from experience, when you're out a year, you could watch all the film that you want. You can sit there and you look at all the analytics you want and go back and read all your reports and so forth and everything. But if you're not in it, because you got to be like that to play quarterback, and you got to be like that to call plays. And if you're not in it, it's different. So that's where that's a really good experience for him to play the game, which Cooper's over there playing the game too as it's being called. But for him to call it, that's, to me, that's just part of preparing to play. That's the way I looked at it.
Mike, how important was the 2 attempts for Brandon and especially the second one that went through?
Yeah, definitely. He's trying to, the first one, I just pulled it a little bit, and that's, I was so happy, and that's why we did what we did on 3rd down, to give him another shot there, because he has shown that he can do it, and you just want to get those live reps. So, but yeah, as soon as the ball left his foot, you knew it was good. So, I thought he had a nice night.
Well, Mike, you mentioned tough 72 hours coming up. Do you think tonight you saw everything you need to see from the younger players to help make those decisions?
Oh, I think so. I mean, they definitely poured it out there for us. I'm anticipating the video is going to be really good, and so yeah, we definitely, because it's. I know you probably tired of me saying this, but it's really about the 68 players. I mean, I'm just so hopeful we can get all these guys back.
All right, follow up on Aubrey a little bit. Just, are you much more comfortable with him going into the regular season now than what you were early in camp? Have you seen him do the things you wanted him to?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's understandable. And if I was to be critical, I wish I'd have got him some more opportunities, in the first 2 games. But that's why it was important to give him a couple cracks from deep tonight. So.
Is that it? All righty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.